Sonia's indifference never ceased to amaze me. But most importantly, why was she so opposed to Yale?
Was she a secret racist or something?
John Blacksad? I think I owe you an apology.
That's O'Leary. Man, fuck your goons.
Apology accepted. But what exactly are you apologizing for?
Listen, I don't think my fellow workers treated you with the respect you deserve. I'm so sorry they wrinkled your suit. The thing is, they didn't know we shared a common goal.
Fuck them too.
Bobby Yale. I want to find him and get to the bottom of this as much as you do, Mr. Blacksad. So please, kindly accept my invitation. Why not share our findings?
Nah, I'm good.
Come on.
Of course. You don't mind me riding in this fancy car with a wrinkled suit, do you?
Oh, I think you look mighty dapper, Mr. Blacksad. Although, if those wrinkles were to rub off on me... I always play it nice and safe.
Punk ass rhino. If I could, I'd kill him. I read the room. Of course I got in there. Otherwise they're gonna beat my ass and again. Bitch ass Ryan. I could take him one on one. Niggas wanna pull guns and shit when they getting their ass whooped.
Thank you, Blacksad. You won't regret this. So let's cut to the chase. I need Bobby Yale to fight Stone. There's just too much money at stake. So, I'm offering you my help to find Yale. Let's work together.
What kind of help do you need?
A simple exchange of information. You're a good detective, and I, well, let's just say I have my own ways of making people talk.
Uh-huh.
I think I'll have to pass this time.
Why? What? Do my own ways scare you? Please, hear me out. Let's say I bet a beer that we find Yale in 3 days, and you bet a beer that we don't. In 3 days, one of us has to buy the other a beer. Is that so bad? We're simply two grown men using our money and free will to conduct a small private exchange. And most importantly, we're not hurting anyone. So, yeah, I run a gambling business. What's so bad about that?
I don't care about it.
I can't really say.
Well, I can. Nothing. But I'll tell you what is wrong. The way our government is ruining America. We live in a so-called free country. A place where honest people can make a living, provided they don't hurt anybody. We're not communists. Well, at least I'm not.
I would have never thought otherwise. As for me, I'm not either.
Ha! Well then, you see, we're all among friends. In any case, that's not my point. The government betrays our nation's values by passing communist laws that forbid an honest man like me to make a living without hurting a soul. And that, Mr. Blacksad, is just wrong. I'd even say it's unconstitutional. Do you get my point now?
Gambling is also immoral.
Oh boy. Did you hear anything I just said? Anyway, when the government passes these laws, there's only one legitimate weapon the people can wield. The same weapon that turned America into a great nation. Civil disobedience. So, as the proud American that I am, it's my duty to disobey.
Sure. But there's no room for your ways in civil disobedience.
My ways? Oh, I know what you're getting at. But what's past is past. I wasn't always a boss, you know. No, sir. I started at the bottom when Lucky Blitzen ran the show. That good for nothing. His was a reign of terror, extortion, violence, you know, that sort of unpleasant thing. When I took over, I decided I'd make people want to do my bidding. Not out of fear, but out of gratitude. I decided to help people so they would help me.
That beating your thugs gave me was really helpful.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Fuck them niggas.
Those poor bastards didn't even know you were a detective, that you were on our side.
Nah, they knew.
Maybe at first. But when they tied me up and beat the socks off me, they knew very well who I was.
Seriously? That goes against my rules. Who was it?
You bitch ass rhino.
Yeah, the two of them.
Bastards. But don't you worry. I'll have a talk with those two. I cannot tolerate this behavior. Please accept my apologies, Mr. Blacksad. You see, a lot of people work for me. Many families depend on my business. Not only that, St. Christopher's Hospice practically lives on my
This
donations.
crooked ass
The
motherfucker.
widows of my late employees are set for life. Their kids get free schooling. The cops leave me alone because they know my business doesn't hurt anyone. On the contrary. And, it looks like we're here.
Yo, these load times are ridiculous. Damn. Just taking a drink of Pepsi. I like Coke better than Pepsi though. Way
Yale's
better.
apartment?
I told you, I'm on your side. Go ahead, search the place. I'll wait down here. When you're done, maybe you'll change your mind and share your findings with me. Or not. It's your call, Mr. Blacksad. I'll make sure you're suitably compensated. Colbert! Wilson!
Now I gotta search around, huh?
The worst thing about O'Leary's boys dropping by isn't the beating, but the fact that I can't tell what's theirs and what's Yale's.
That's true. Those
Can't say this is the ideal drink for an athlete.
cross
And
contamination.
again, it could be your classic bookie thug lunch.
Yeah. La Fontaine.
17th century French fables. Mayor must be one boring old lady.
There's a card there. These dumbass cards. Hang on, let me, Wow. Wow.
Why would you want such a big closet for so few clothes? Unless someone emptied it recently.
And then maybe he was trying to run away. After he had a fallout with Joe.
Copy 1 of 3. Do you know any of his relatives?
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet? Didn't he disappear 20 years ago?
He's a painter? I didn't know he was a painter.
So, you like your mob stories, don't you, Bobby? Seems like Bobby inherited something more than boxing skills from his father, besides the tendency to vanish into thin air, of course. Nice chain.
Alright, let's check the room out. Look at the photos. Oh.
Judging by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life.
There's a big ass bathroom.
Judging by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life.
Alright. I'm stuck. Okay.
Bobby seems like a nice kid, but I barely know him.
Mary went to the... Wait, well, yeah. Oh shit. So Mary and Yale, huh? She lied, said she didn't know him.
I'm not sure how Yale's love of pickles will help me crack the case, but it's good to know.
Oh, Sonya knew about him and Yale. That's why she got so pissed. Because she found out about
woman's
Joey.
fragrance. Almost angelical.
That's her scarf. Yeah, Mary was fucking him. And Joey. Damn. I don't know why Sonya got pissed. That bitch keeping it in the family. Damn.
That means she's been here recently. But why? What does Sweet Mary have to do with Yale, the murder suspect?
She was fucking him. Shit. Yeah, I gotta go track down Mary. There's nothing left. nothing here. I go track down Mary.
When I left, I told O'Leary I hadn't found a thing. The minute I was alone, I left for Mary's.
Good.
But before all that, I took a small parting gift for her.
What he took? Yeah, fuck them niggas. You crooked ass bitches. Damn. So Mary was fucking Yale and the dad. Damn. Yeah, Sonya knew about it. That's why she was so pissed that she heard her dad was the thing too.
I've never trusted angels.
Mr. Blacksad? What a...
Yep.
Surprise? When they fall, they turn into demons.
Joey told me he was going to spend the afternoon painting the gym and that Bobby would be fixing something up on the roof. So, after I found the body and called the police, I went to Bobby's place, but he wasn't there.
So you knew that Yale was with Dunn when he died, and yet you told no one.
I guess I just forgot.
Sure you did.
Everything is so confusing. I'm sorry, Mr.
Lying
Blacksad.
hoe.
Don't be. I'm here to figure it all out. What's your relationship with Bobby Yale?
He was like a son to Joey, and we were about to get married, so, you know.
No.
Okay, I think it's time to set things straight.
Yeah.
I knew you were cheating on Dunn with Yale. Or was it the other way around?
No. How can you even think of something like that?
You lying
How can you
bitch.
convince me otherwise? I found a picture at Yale's apartment. It's you and him on a roller coaster.
Exactly.
Care to explain, Miss Purnell?
I'm not white, Mr. Blacksad.
What?
What that got to do with anything?
7 of my great-grandparents were white. The 8th was black. According to law, I'm a black citizen, even if my skin says the contrary. Do you know what that means when you're born in North Arlington, Alabama?
Alabama.
Segregated healthcare, with far worse conditions for colored people.
We even have different water fountains, for God's sake. The separate but equal doctrine and all that.
That garbage.
And all the lies. That's why I moved here.
So she's
no one knows what color
mulatto.
my great-grandparents were.
I'm black too, and I don't hide it.
Well, at least you're a man.
In any case, what's that have to do with Bobby
So
Yale?
I'm black.
He's my nephew, Mr. Blacksad. Joe and I first started taking care of poor Bobby when my sister died. That was when he was almost 15.
He said I'm black too.
The 3 of us went on that trip to Luna Park.
So this is where Joe Dunn comes in.
Bobby was the only one who knew about me and Joey. We were afraid that someone would use my past to ruin his career.
It's not the first time I hear that story. You should have told me this sooner.
I've been hiding it all my life. I'm sorry.
Just cause you mulatto. You look at her.
Mary smells like... Actually, the whole room smells like a pie fresh out of the oven. So I can't identify any other fragrances.
Hmm. What's that?
TV and radio all in one. Where will these mad times lead us?
She said, I'm a mulatto. Told you these old times are mad racist. Femininity starts at home. He said, I'm black too. And I don't hide it. Yeah, he dark as fuck. Black cat.
Fresh out of the oven. The whole room smells like pie.
American pie. Alright.
About Sonia Dunn and the ring. Well, I told her about you and Joe Dunn. I had no choice.
And what did she say?
I don't think she took it too well, but she might come to understand it.
Maybe. But I'm not so sure you'll be able to keep my other secret safe.
Your secret is safe with me.
I'd like to believe you.
That cherry pie smells so good. I'm starting to get hungry.
Thanks. I pulled it out of the oven right before you arrived. Oh, where are my manners? I'm the worst hostess in the world.
I ain't eating shit.
Let me go get a knife from the kitchen. And you must be thirsty. Let me see. OJ? Coffee?
Water's good, thanks. She's wearing the same clothes in both pictures, so she's probably telling the truth.
They being nosy.
Sorry, I was going to help you with that.
This back when women actually took care of their families. They tearing that pie up. Hopefully she ain't poison that shit.
You should open a bakery and sell these pies.
Thanks. Joey used to say the same thing.
I'm smelling pie again.
Now that there's almost no pie left, the scent has also disappeared. Interesting. Now Mary smells like a huge dog.
Bobby yell.
Mary, when are you going to stop lying? I know your nephew is here. I can smell him.
What? No. I already told you I don't know where he is.
Look, I understand why you're protecting him.
Because he black,
but
you
it's in
black.
his best interest to end this hide and seek.
You can search the whole house if you want. Go ahead. He's not here.
Are we really gonna play this game?
Look, if he's making you do this, just tell me. I'll protect you.
Bobby would never do that.
Wait a minute. She's not the one who smells like that. That's where
Wow.
Bobby Yale's scent is coming from.
Okay.
So, that's why you were sitting there.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Could you step aside so I can check?
Yo, I ain't
please?
trying to fight no boxers.
Please go.
Marion, for
Yo, you
Christ's
better
sake,
chill.
put that knife down, would you?
Leora.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
Mary, I came here to help.
I mean it.
I don't want to hurt you.
Oh my god, yo. Yo, get off me. Yo. Come on, man. Pick that shit up and hit him.
I'm on your side, Bobby.
Fuck bitch, man. Yo. Gotta watch his hands. Hey, you got asthma or something?
Bobby.
Call an ambulance. Do as I say. Go on, call an ambulance. Do it now. In the face of a heart attack, there's two things you can't forget.
Dumbass. Yo, how you a boxer and you have a heart attack?
1, stay calm. 2, 1 chest compression per second. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. 4 Mississippi. 5 Mississippi. 6 Mississippi. 7 Mississippi. 8 Mississippi.
You gotta do it early.
Bobby. Oh, Bobby. Thank you. Bobby.
Dumbass.
Bobby. Thank you.
I had lots of reasons to consider this a great day. I had investigated a suicide case. I had discovered that, in truth, we were dealing with a murder. I had found and captured the prime suspect,
Yeah, we ain't hear his motive yet.
and I had saved a life. And yet, everything in me screamed that something was going wrong.
Yep.
Terribly wrong.
He can't fight He can't fight Stone if he's fucking in jail. So Weary's gonna be pissed. Cause he's losing money. I'm gonna wrap it up here though. Made some progress.
Promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
I want a gun!
What the hell?
Bang, bang, bang!
A fair amount of violence, extortion, and casualties.
I hate detectives.
Bang, bang, bang!
You're dead meat, Jack.
That you, Smirnoff?
You seem agitated. Nightmare?
Yeah, I have a lot of those.
Yeah, that makes two of us. Anyway, why don't you go home? In his current condition, Yale's not going anywhere. Besides, we'll take it from here.
Who is that? Can we trust him?
I know how to pick my men, John.
Well, if he's white, there
I'm
might
not
be a
so sure.
problem.
You promised me you wouldn't intervene.
Look, man, he came at me.
If I hadn't intervened, Bobby Yale could be dead.
If you had warned me, maybe we could have avoided a heart attack. Anyway, what's done is done.
He gonna smoke in the hospital.
When exactly did you realize that he killed Dunn?
And I got the autopsy.
Out of sheer curiosity. I'm a cop after all.
When I saw his picture with Mary at Luna Park, I just knew something was off.
How about the motive? Any ideas?
I know Dunn wanted to call the fight off after something Yale did, but I still don't know what.
In any case, hopefully Yale will tell us more.
Would you let me ask him some questions when he wakes up?
I know you will, with or without my permission, so I'd rather not feel betrayed. In exchange, drop by the station when you can. Your investigation could really help my men. Who, by the way, must be waiting for me to interrogate Mary Purnell. Boy, she was hard to pry from Yale's side.
She's been through a lot in the past days. Be nice to her.
Of course. In spite of it all, we're not just vigilantes. And as for you, go get some rest. God knows you need it.
I mean, she a mulatto, so
I will. Thanks for the advice.
Tell the nurses to look at that face of yours. You look like a film detective in his last scene.
I'm
you gotta
afraid this
look
film
after
isn't over yet.
our people
You're
and
saying
everybody.
I hope you're wrong.
Peace on
You're in
earth.
charge now, officer.
Okay.
I'll send you relief in 6 hours. Understood?
Doctor,
Who are?
Oh, detective. Congratulations. You fared pretty well against that kid. Better than most would have.
Cracking jokes, huh?
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, I always land on my feet.
This old cornball. What am I looking at?
We, as a society, simply don't trust reptiles. But that's not the real problem.
That sounds like some
The
B
real
star
problem
shit.
is our extended belief that there's logic to that distrust, that it's natural and well-founded.
So they get discriminated against too. Like B stars.
We, as a society, simply don't trust reptiles. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is our extended belief that there's logic to that distrust, that it's natural and well-founded.
Just one more.
How's Yale? Is he awake?
Oh, yeah. Go check on him before he falls asleep again. Although, try not to bother him with too many questions.
What's his current condition?
It's too soon to tell. He did have a heart attack after all.
So yeah, he's not ready for the fight.
Go away. I don't want to see you.
Well, too
The doctor
bad.
told me to sleep.
I rarely get to interrogate a suspect with his guard down in a place as quiet as this. Getting the chance to study his body language with no distractions is a rare gift. His heart rate is increasing. It could mean that he's lying, but it could also just be pure, unadulterated rage. He's looking straight at me. If he couldn't hold my stare, I'd think he's lying, but that's not the case. He's clenching his fist, a sign of contained anger. Clenched fist, fast heart rate, fixed stare. He feels some genuine rage towards me.
Because he busted.
I'm sorry you don't want to see me, but I saved your life, son.
Maybe my aunt feels gratitude. I certainly don't. Luckily, I just got my medication. I'll be snoozing soon.
All right, I'll just cut to the chase. Who killed Joe Dunn?
What? Are you trying to confuse me? Joe hanged himself.
Yeah, okay.
Dunn was too short to hang himself with that rope.
So, it's true? He was murdered.
I know the murder weapon was yours.
What? The rope? I don't get it. What weapon do you mean?
Don't play with me, boy. The chest expander.
An expander? I've never had one of
It was
those.
in your locker.
All right. Let's just say
Unless somebody
that
planted it there.
I believe you.
He didn't kill him?
The murderer killed Dunn with a chest expander and planted evidence to make us believe it was suicide. But he also left enough clues behind to make sure we found the true murder weapon.
Yeah, try to frame him.
Then he put the chest expander box in your locker to frame you. Do you know anyone that twisted and who also happens to have a motive?
I don't know.
What about Sonia Dunn?
Sonia? I doubt it. She's odd, but she's his daughter.
I've seen worse, believe me. Maybe it was... What am I saying? Jake could never pull off something like that. Nothing. Never mind. What about Frank Cassidy? Do you think he has a motive?
Maybe. A few weeks ago, Joe took me to a boxing managers association meeting.
Headed by Cassidy.
Yeah. He was obsessed with making it illegal for boxers to fight without a manager. Or without an associated manager. Everyone seemed to go along with it until Joe spoke up. He said that would lower us to mob status. That Cassidy had founded the association just to make money by monopolizing the sport. That made others think twice. And Cassidy ended up empty-handed.
Poor Cassidy. Desmond O'Leary certainly seems twisted enough. Did he have anything against Dunn?
I'm not sure if they knew each other. At least not in person. About a month ago, Joe kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym. He was trying to give a business card to...
Jacob's Giambi.
Yeah, exactly. Did Jake tell you about that?
Something like that.
Blacksad. I think I owe you an, You know, my father disappeared when I was 6, right after winning a fight. We never heard from him again. Do you know what that does to a kid? Who knows where I'd be if Joe Dunn hadn't been in my life. Even when I lost my way and put a gun to his head years later, he still took me under his wing and managed to steer me in the right direction. And now that he's gone, you're risking your life to find his murderer.
You hope I don't get shot.
Thanks.
You're welcome. The number of cigarette butts is inversely proportional to my hours of sleep. Ah, damn.
Can we call it here? Yeah, we can call it here. Alright guys, just gonna wrap up this episode of the Blacksad. We made a lot of progress and I'm kind of understanding how to play the game a little bit more. Like, you really gotta search for clues and exhaust dialogue, but you know, when you have the brain blast moment, like, you gotta find the right sequence of phrases to trigger the progression. But you gotta do it in order. You can't do things out of order because you need more clues to discern the right answer. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this. I'll see you around for the next one. Peace.